What's good, YouTube? We back again, man. Raw picks. This weekend is UFC Fight Night. We got Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal. First, let's go talk about last weekend what happened. Right, Gilbert Burns versus Mike Malott. I did much better on this card than the last card. We ain't even gonna talk about that card before. There's no point talking about it. So let's see how I did. I think so I did better. 8 out of 12. Um, yeah, And low key, they said that the Vologden fight was a robbery. It was a good, or no, they said because I think it was 28-28 draw because there was a point deduction. So they said that was actually a good fight. Yeah, let's get into these real quick. So UFC Winnipeg, Canada was pretty cool. Wasn't familiar with Giannis and Siraj, but Giannis made a statement for sure. Round one KO. Vologden and Castaneda, not familiar with them. I thought Vologden, Russian dude, type of deal. A lot of people said Jamie Lynn Horth got robbed. I feel like she got robbed too. It was a good fight though, decent fight. We had Croden winning. Croden looked good. I thought Croden would find a finish, but solid fight between those ladies. Not gonna lie. We had Sarcom getting the TKO second round, man. And these boys were looking good. Tanner just couldn't keep up. Um, Sarcom has hands. He has pretty decent cardio. I like to see him go against some higher quality opponent, but that was a decent fight. Not gonna lie, can't lie. And we picked Valentine, and he got his first win in the UFC. And man, what an emotional win! I think he said his mom passed away, and he's been searching for that UFC victory. I think he had 3 or 4 losses in the UFC. So, he needed this one bad, and he got LeBlanc out of there quick. Submission, nice. Barboza knocked Dennis Bajuka out. Oof, that was a crazy knockout. In the pocket, left hook. Money. Yeah, he was out. He was out. We had Gage Young getting the dub. G Money. With a name like G Money, bro, I'm not picking against you. Jazz Divizius got the decision. Kind of played out how we thought it would. Karina be more passive. Jasmine be more active. You know. Um, I thought Nalo would get the win, but Jai Herbert, man, that was a banger. Those boys were not, they were not letting the judges have any influence on that fight at all. It was going back and forth. I don't know. Well, I wasn't familiar with Nalo, and I didn't think this would, maybe Nayo, but no, I was going to keep saying Nalo because I was hearing them say Nalo. So I wasn't familiar with Nalo. I am familiar with Jai Herbert. He had a fight against Taporia. He had another fight. So he's been in the UFC for a little minute. Uh, yeah, I don't even know why I picked decision on this one. Yeah, I guess just not familiar with Nalo, playing it safe. But yeah, that was a banger of a fight for the whole 2 minutes it was at. Um, Charles Air Jourdain got that win. I thought Kyler would use the wrestling more, but Charles stuffed it great times, and he was hunting a submission bad, bro. And I thought he could have lost, hunting it so hard, but it worked out for him, and it was solid. Let's see, we got, and then yeah, that was co-main, good co-main event. The main event was what we all, knew was gonna happen. Gilbert Burns retirement fight. He just, dude, he's 40, and still at a high level. It's not like Mike Malott got him out of there quick. Like Mike Malott had to work, you know. Um, yeah, Gilbert. Yeah, I hear he's gonna transition into jujitsu, compete in jujitsu again, and that'll be dope to see. But Gilbert had a great career, man. It was dope watching him in MMA, and I hope he doesn't do bare knuckle. I hope he doesn't do dirty boxing, bare knuckle, any of that stuff, because he had a great career. Um, he went on a crazy losing streak, but his losses are quality. Like you look at his losses, his loss streak, it's like I think it's JDM, Bilal, Michael Morales, Sean Brady, and then Mike Malott. So I feel like he was already, on his last leg, and this was the fight. Is like, let me finish this contract. Let me see if I still want to do this, and he got his answer. Yeah, Mike Malott did what he was supposed to. You know, if Malott took that to the decision, that would look bad on him. Like, how did you not finish Burns? But he finished Burns in 3 rounds, so that's good for him. And yeah, he should be, top 10 ish, maybe, or fighting a top 10 guy next for sure. Now let's get into this weekend. We got UFC Fight Night. Aljo. Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal. This should be interesting. I haven't seen a lot of the main card, a lot of any of the card. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of the card, but it's looking like some good fights on here. Honestly, okay, these are decent fights. I know these guys. Okay, we got some jiu-jitsu guys up on here. Uh-oh, we got Dumas. Oh snap! This card is actually kind of nuts, just because of the people I know on here, and they're like kind of like on their last legs. A lot of these people on this card. Not gonna lie. So Talita Alencar versus Julia Palistri. I like Palistri. She's a killer. I like the way she fights. She fights with aggression. I'm gonna pick her by KO. She takes the fight. Yeah, Psycho is a great name for her. I think I watched her fight against Godinez. Yeah, she lost that fight against Godinez, but like she only lost it because Godinez was doing more. But well, that was dumb to say. She lost it because Godinez was mixing better, but um, Palistri was taking it to her. And yeah, so Brazilian versus Brazilian, 35 years old. Wow, so she's getting into MMA pretty late, but she's racking up wins. Demopolis, Carnelossi, and we got yeah. So I'm gonna pick Palistri. Not by submission, just decision. I think it'll go the distance. I'm trying to remember if I've seen Alan Carr. Did I see her last fight? Yeah, I might get this one wrong. I feel like if it stays feet, Palistri. If it goes to ground, Alan Carr. So and I think it'll stay feet. So Max Griffin versus Victor Valenzuela. Yeah, 40 man. He's 40, bro. So 2 fight losing skid. Chiesa and Curtis. This guy debuting. I'm gonna pick the debutante. 8-year age difference. I'm gonna say KO second round. Second round KO. Next up, we got Francis Marshall versus Lucas Brennan. Why does he look like Dan Hooker right here? He must be a clone. Yeah. So let's see. Did I see his last fight? Eric Silva. Eric Silva submission. I don't know. I don't think I've seen that one. This guy's debuting. I don't think he wins the debut. I think that's Francis Marshall by decision. Jafel Filho versus Cody Durden. Cody Durden is on a crazy skid, bro. And I don't think it stops there. Another L for Durden. I'm going to say Brazilian. Uh-oh. Oh, and he's a sub hunter. In his 5 UFC fights, he has his 3 wins are by submission, so it's a sub for sure. I'm gonna say sub round 2. Yeah, sub round 2. Myra Bueno Silva versus Michelle Montague. I'm not a fan of Bueno Silva, bro. She quit a lot, and I think this is the end of the road for her. We're gonna go Montague. Montague's undefeated, and they're trying to give her a layup, get her boosted up. So she should handle her pretty easily. Decision. Bueno Silva's just not active enough, just not like forthgoing, like moving forward. Cedricus Dumas versus Jackson McVeigh. I'm going Jackson McVeigh. Cedricus Dumas, his heart doesn't seem to be in the fight. He's had some scraps, but yeah, he's been racking up L's. Got a draw from the, yeah, that that cup shot was crazy. Got finished. His losses are usually finishes. Jackson McVeigh had a good fight against Zach Reese. That was a decent fight. Bruno Fajeda, I don't remember that one. If that's Hulk, then I understand. Hulk he's a dog. 185. Some of these dudes, I don't understand how they make 185. Like these guys, I guess they're taller. Yeah, 6'2", 6'4". But Bruno Ferreira, RoboCop, even Alex Poitin. How did Poitin make 185, bro? It's nuts. It's nuts. Weight bullies, bro. They gotta do like a hydration or fix this. It's like, what's the point, man? I don't know. Jackson McVeigh, I'm gonna go KO round one. I don't think this one goes long, and I don't think they need the judges. Rodolfo Vieira versus Eric McConaughey. I want to see McConaughey get a win, bro. Oh yeah, so Rodolfo is who got KO'd by Bo Nickel. So that was a head kick by Bo Nickel. Eric McConaughey. So the Bison God Susukayev loss was like crazy. Susukayev is Chimaev's boy, which was pretty crazy. I'm gonna go McConaughey. I don't want to see him lose, man. I don't want to see him lose. I want to see him get a win. The split decision win against Cody Brundage was mid, and then yeah, he got finished by Ruzaboyev. So yeah, hopefully he gets a win. These are both older guys, so trying to make a run at middleweight. Gonna go McConaughey on this one. Oh, I didn't even pick a decision. I just maybe more active, I don't know. Better on the feet. The thing is, if he gets taken down, he's kind of cooked. But yeah, actually, Adolfo. I'm gonna go Adolfo by submission. Actually, I think he takes to the ground. Let's go round two. Yeah, I'm gonna go round two. McConaughey has gotten finished, and his win is not a finish. So yeah, it should be an interesting fight though. Marcus Buchecha versus Ryan Spann. So they're trying to give Marcus Buchecha a layup because Spann has been kind of streaky over the past few years. Like has lost to Anthony Smith. You know, Bogdan Guskov is legit. He beat OSP. He lost to Waldo Cortez Acosta, who's legit. And then has a win against Brzezinski. Buchecha. Let's see. He has a loss against Boudet. The draw. Yeah. Or it was this. I guess it was a decision, but then it went no contest or something. But I think we'll go Spann. Yeah, KO. I guess Buchecha's hands aren't there, man. A lot of people are going against him. I'm going to go round two. Round two KO on this one. Next up, we got Montel Jackson versus Ione Barcelos. That's crazy. So these heavyweights open up the main card. Hopefully it's a banger, like just a brawl. But yeah, should be interesting. Buchecha is a BJJ like legend. So we'll see what he does. We'll see what he brings. Montel Jackson versus Barcelos. I seen Barcelos fight live. He fought Peyton Talbot when I went to UFC 311. It was either 311 or 318. I always get those numbers mixed up, man. But I'm gonna go Barcelos on this one. He's just a grinder, bro. He really grinds. So yeah, I'm gonna go Barcelos. And yeah, I think it's just a decision. He's just gonna grind Jackson into a win. So kind of the same way he did to Peyton Talbot. It's crazy. Look at the reach advantage though. Montel Jackson's 3 inches taller and has like 8.5 reach advantage, 8.5-inch reach advantage. So, but Barcelo's style is get in your face, make it ugly brawl. Montel Jackson's gonna want space, and I don't think he's. I don't. I could see it, but I think it'll be Barcelos. Oh, look, he just turned 34 too. So happy belated to that guy. We got Davy Grant versus Adrian Luna Martinetti. Martinetti, but Ecuadorian. Interesting. I thought it was Italian. Looks like he's a debut. Yeah, so he came up with the Contender Series. He beat Vologden, who we saw last weekend. This guy's coming off a loss to Jourdain by guillotine. Jourdain's guillotines are nasty, man. If you guys watch MMA, you know. If you don't, just search up highlights by Charles Jourdain. It's crazy because he's like a striker build and he strikes, but when he gets to the ground, he's active off the back. You know, so going for triangles, going for guillotines, going for head and arm. Yeah, he's nice, man. This one, Davies 40, bro. That's hard. I don't think he's getting a win at 40, man. So I'm gonna go Martinetti, the debutante, just by decision. I think it goes the distance. We got Rafa Garcia versus Alexander Hernandez. This is an underrated fight. Hoffa's pretty good. I know he's streaking lately. Yeah, he got 2 wins. He dropped the Grant Dawson fight, but he's 4-1 in his last 5. But Alex Hernandez is on a 4-fight streak. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Knocked out Chase Hooper. I'm trying to remember the Diego Ferreira fight, but Alex is on a streak, man, and I think he stops. I think he stops Hoffa. I think Hoffa's more like a wrestler build and a grinder, but I think Alex is more technically sound, striking wise, and he'll get a knockout. I'm gonna say like round 3. I think it's gonna go deep, but then Rafa's gonna be gassed and like the chin's gonna fade. So yeah, and then co-main event we got Norma Dumont versus Jocelyn Edwards. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna go Jocelyn Edwards. Yeah, her fight last month, easy money, easy money. That was an easy money fight for her. Now I think the winner of this could be in line for a title fight, depending on the fashion. Bantamweight 135 or so. Still Kayla Harrison versus Nunez, where they're trying to book for the belt. So everyone's kind of just being like runner up, waiting in line basically. And yeah, bantamweight women's MMA is like kind of all over the place. But Jocelyn Edwards has been, she just came out of nowhere, man. She has that, yeah. So Eileen Perez is also in the mix. I forget, yeah, yeah. So this is Jocelyn's like first test of a top 5 opponent. And Dumont, yep, she got that split decision against Vieira, but Vieira's like not even active. So yeah, see, I'm gonna pick Jocelyn because her last 4 fights all finishes. Norma Dumont, decision, 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 decision. With 4 of them being unanimous, 1 being split. So it's like Norma can't find a finish. Edwards, yeah. I think she did like a, what was that toss? I think she did like a judo toss. I don't think it was a hip toss, but it was a crazy takedown and she got to the back, rear naked choke. Yeah, that was nuts. So I'm gonna pick her. I'm gonna say she does a I'm gonna say she gets a KO, bro. Round two KO for Jocelyn Edwards. And the main event, man, we got Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal. I don't want to pick against Aljo. I don't want to. But if you saw what Yusuf Zalal did to Josh Emmett, that was nice. That submission was so nice, bro. Like Josh Emmett had to verbally tap. The armbar was so sunken in deep. Oh man, it was nice. So I feel like this fight will be a grappling battle. And he's been out there with Ortega, although a shell of his former self. Mavzar, who is literally number 1 ranked in featherweight and should be fighting for the belt soon. He went the distance with Mavzar. I believe that was a 5-rounder, either a 5-rounder or 3-rounder, but the distance, that's 15 to 25 minutes with an elite Russian grappler, right? And that was a fight where Mavzar wasn't striking as much as he did with Murphy, but that was like a grappling match, legit. Calvin Cater win. And then, so yeah, that is his featherweight bouts. Before that is O'Malley and the Cejudo. But, dude, this one's hard. He recently did a RAF fight, too, against someone. I forget who. Um, Dang, I don't want to pick against Aljo, but I think I'm going to pick against Aljo. I think Yusuf Zalal, younger fighter, hungrier, and he's gonna. I can't see Aljo getting submitted though. I That's something I haven't seen. I don't know if a lot of people have seen that. Yeah, yeah, and it's 5 rounds, dude. This one is tough to pick. Actually, I think I'm gonna go Zalal though. I think he's gonna be more active. I think he's gonna be the aggressor, and that's gonna win him the fight. Because Aljo's hands are not crazy, right? He does enough. His grappling is kind of his strong suit, where he'll wear you down with that, and then he can tear you down with the striking. So he's gonna be a grappling first, but Yusuf is an active grappler as well, and um, he gets subs. So that should be a good one. This should be a good one. I'm gonna pick Zalal. I think the longer it drags out, dang, they're both cardio machines. That's the thing. They're both cardio machines. They both can hang. Factory X and train that Sarah Jiu Jitsu, Matt Sarah, training partners like Marab. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna pick Zalal though. That's what my mind's telling me. I don't want to see Aljo lose. I don't want to see Aljo get submitted for sure. We've already seen him get knocked out a couple times. Marlon Moraes, Sean O'Malley. The Marlon Moraes one was nuts. Piotr Jan too, technically. But yeah, we're going to Yusuf Zalal. Speaking of Piotr Jan, we got to see him fight soon. Hopefully he comes back. I know he just had a surgery, but I think he's training. Hope, and then Marab is like broken his nose, so it's very weird. Bantamweight's in a weird state right now, but hopefully we get to see Jan fight. Jan looks so good in that last Marab fight. Anyways, back to this card. Yeah, Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal. Picking Zalal by decision. It's just what the gut's telling me. It's what the mind is telling me, man. Um, but yeah, I just like seeing bangers. I just like seeing good fights. This should be a high level grappling match, honestly. So I kind of predict people are gonna say this is boring, but if you know, you know. So yeah, that's all I got, guys. Raw picks fight night. Sterling versus Alal. Let me know what you guys are picking as well, or let me know. Try to guess how many I'm gonna get right. I think I'm gonna get like I don't know. I feel like this one's not gonna get more than 8, like I did last week. Last week I got 8. I think this one will get me like 7 or 6. I'm gonna say 7. Yeah, but should be an interesting card. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I think we have a pretty good. I'm trying to. I think is it 328 next week, May 2nd. No, that's Sean Strickland and Chimaev will be May 9th. So in 2 weeks we got that 320. I think that's 328 or maybe 329, whatever. Yeah. As always, guys, appreciate you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.